YouTube, and welcome to our channel. That's right, you clicked on Lilly Trucker, and I am your 18-wheel steering wheel holding gear jamming super trucker. That's right, I'm MudFlap, and Lily's the other driver. And we have been welcoming you to our channel and saying, hello YouTube, and welcome to our channel. We are no longer going to do that. We are now going to welcome you guys because you guys are super and you love trucking just as much as we do, or you wouldn't be here watching us. So from now on, we will welcome you as hello, all of our super truckers, and welcome to our channel. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video, you guys. There's a lot of information in here that will be very good for the new driver, and maybe some of you older drivers too. So I hope you enjoy. Bye, everyone.
Hello, all my super truckers. How are all of you? I am wonderful. You just clicked on Lilly Trucker, and I'm always happy to have all you guys, my friends, here watching this channel with me. Today, we are going to cover how to prepare when you're going to your pickups and your deliveries. So this is going to be especially for all of you new drivers, or all of you that are thinking about being drivers, or you're not sure if you want to be drivers. It'll kind of let you know a little bit of things we have to have when we're actually getting to these places, so that we can get our load off of the trailer, or so that we can get them to put the load on the trailer, because we certainly want them to put it on it. And if we're not prepared, maybe they won't want to put their product on our trailer, or if we come and we're not prepared, they may not want to take their product off of our trailer. And that plays in as if your reefer isn't the right temperature, or if you have a dry van and they want to put their load on it and you have holes in your floor, they're not going to want to put their product on it. So we're going to cover all the things that you guys should have when you get to these places. Okay, so we'll start with the number one thing. Can you guys guess what it is? Number one thing is have a pen, guys. I always have a bunch of them. Have a pen. I actually did a video about this one. But have yourself a pen. You want to have a pen. You do not want to get to these places and not have a pen. So before you even leave with a truck or trailer to go anywhere, have a pen. It makes you look like a professional when you're not going. It's like, can I borrow your pen? Because you don't have a pen. I once heard when I first started driving truck, a driver was at the window to check in, and he asked the people if he could borrow their pen. And another driver, I would honestly say this guy was a seasoned driver, been driving for many years. He looked over at him and said, what kind of professional are you not even having a pen? Well, I always had a pen, and from that day, I've always made sure I had a pen, because I didn't want to be that guy. Okay, guys? So have a pen. Your next thing is going to be have a clean trailer. Have a clean trailer. What does a clean trailer mean? Well, you just think, oh, we'll have a clean one, the floor clean. No, there's more to a clean trailer. I have a little bit of notes, so I may be looking down so I don't miss anything. You want to make sure that trailer has no holes. You don't want holes. You don't want to be able to see daylight out of that trailer, whether it be in the floor, whether it be in the ceiling. So where that plays in is you don't want to have leaks. Because what does leaks mean? That means if it's snowing, snow's going to come in. If it's raining, rain's going to come. If it's sleet, sleet's going to come in. You don't want to have that. They're not going to want to put their product on that if they can see daylight. Another thing is no bugs. You don't want no bugs in there. If there's bugs, they don't want to put their product on your trailer with bugs in there. That's a big thing with them. A lot of times they'll even have you sign off on a paper that says you have no holes, you have no leaks, you have no daylight, and you have no bugs. So I've been lucky. I don't think I've ever seen a bug in any of our trailers, thank God. But I'm sure it's happened, or it wouldn't be on there. So you don't want to have any of those things in your trailer. You want to have a clean trailer to bring to them. Next is going to be, okay, so you got a trailer. That would be for your dry vans and your reefers. Next, you want to think about that reefer. So your reefer, you want to make sure it starts before you even leave with it. So you hook on that reefer, you want to make sure that thing starts, because you don't want to drive however amount of miles down the road, get there to get your pickup, get yourself all signed in or whatever, try to turn that reefer on and it's dead, deader than a doornail. Whether, you know, it's got a dead battery or something's wrong with it, you don't want to get there and that thing doesn't start. Next thing, you want to set it to temperature. If your dispatcher tells you the temperature ahead of time, because I know sometimes my dispatcher will tell me, I'm sure every company's different, but if you have the temperature ahead of time, set the temperature before you get there, because then you're prepared when you get there, your trailer's already at temperature. Because some places, if you get there and your trailer's at temperature and the other guy's isn't, I mean, it definitely plays a role in that. With I pick up a lot of yogurt, and I can't tell you how many times I've been able to get loaded because another guy's trailer isn't to temperature and mine is to temperature, or I've not got loaded because for whatever reason my trailer's not to temperature and the other driver's is. So if you know the temperature ahead of time, set it ahead of time. If not, as soon as you know that temperature, get that reefer going so it can cool down, especially if you're in hotter temperatures. It's going to take that much longer for that reefer to come down, especially if you got to be -10 for frozen food or whatever. It takes that much longer for a reefer to cool down. So you want to make sure you set that. The next thing is you want to have all your information that you're going to need when you get to the guard shack or to check in that they're going to ask you for. You want to have it all organized, whether that be, it can be as simple as just I actually made this out of scrap paper I had in the truck. I made a little pile and I put a staple in it and it works. Or sometimes I'll have actual pads. I ran out of my little pad of paper, so I made this out of some scrap paper. Works fine. It's nice. I ripped it nice. It looks professional. You put everything on it, you come up, it's prepared. So you want to have it and have it at a hand's reach. I just signed in, so this is what mine looks like right now. So it's got all my information on it that I need to check in, and that's that. So what I guess you're asking yourself now, especially you new people, what information do I need to put on that sheet? What am I going to need? Well, what you're going to need is you're definitely going to want to have your tractor plate, which is your tractor license plate number. You're going to want to write that down, because a lot of places, they will not load you if they don't have your license plate numbers. The next one you're going to want to have is your trailer plate. So in case you don't know, your tractor plate and your trailer plate in most cases are not going to be the same plate number. They're going to be different. So you're going to want to have both different plates and make sure you write it down so you know which is which, because a lot of times when they're loading the trailer and they go to load it and they're at the dock, they're going to check that plate to make sure the number you write down matches their paperwork, and if it doesn't match, they won't load you. And the thing is, sometimes they won't come out and tell you it doesn't match. They'll just keep moving through the line, and they'll make you wait for a while, and it's going to be a while, and then they'll finally come out and tell you, listen, we needed your plate number, it doesn't match, you know, you scribbled whatever down, you're not getting loaded till you give us the right number. And they will say it like that. They're not nice about it because they have a job to do as well as we have a job to do. So I don't always think they're being jerks. They're just trying to do their job. The next thing you're going to want to know, or write down, sorry, is your trailer number. Your trailer number. Almost everywhere is going to ask you what that trailer number is. In most cases, you can find it on the front of the trailer, on the sides. So if you don't know, if you're that new and you're wondering and you haven't got into trucking yet, usually the numbers are on either side of the front nose of the trailer. Sometimes it's on the front, and sometimes on the back doors. It's actually back there too. It all depends on the trailer, but you can always find the number that's your trailer number. So you want to have your trailer number. Next thing you want to know is, where are you going? You want to be able to tell them where you're going. Sometimes they won't even ask, and I'll still just rattle it off kind of real quick. You know, this is this, and I'm going here. Because that way, even if they don't ask, it matches up. Know where you're going. Know where the load is going, where its final destination is. You definitely want to have that written down. It's important. Next is your PO number. They don't always ask for your PO number. They usually want your pickup number. So you're gonna want to have your pickup number. Your pickup number is the most important number in most cases. That is the number that they want, is that pickup number. So you want to have that number, and that's where a highlighter comes in, and even highlight it, because that's an important number that they usually need in order to get the load and be able to put it on your trailer. It's not always the PO number, but in some cases you need the PO number, and where that plays a big role is like when, for instance, I have a place that I drop my trailers at, and I drop them, then I go in and I sign them in, and when I sign the bills in, they don't ask for the pickup number, they ask for the PO number off of the bills. So you want to have that PO number available too, so when you are going inside to sign in your load, you have it all again at a hand's reach, so you can put all that down, you know, write it all down real quick. You have it right there. You're not flipping through your cell phone and flipping through this and that and your paperwork looking for those numbers. You have it all there at a hand's reach. So I think we covered everything for what you want to have when you're going to check in at your delivery or your pickup. If I missed anything, please, any of you drivers, if you're watching this and I missed something on that list, because I was thinking about it, put it down in the comments below, because this is especially helpful for people who are thinking about coming into the industry or people that are new to the industry. And it's always good to give us all a little refresher, right? I like a refresher. So if I miss anything, please put it down in the comment below, because you're going to be helping someone else. And I'm here to help whoever I can help. Okay, so we'll keep moving along. Your next thing you're going to want to have is a safety vest. I cannot express that enough. Before I had the Lilly Trucker, I had an orange one that I got at Army and Navy store, relatively cheap. Get yourself a reflective vest. If your company doesn't give it to you, get yourself one, because I'm noticing more and more, in fact, over the last year, a lot of the places that I go to now either require them, or if you put it on, you actually, they will say, oh, you know, it's nice to see that you're wearing a reflective vest. In fact, I put the Lilly Trucker on just a week ago, and I had a bit of an issue where I had to get out the truck and walk quite a distance back to check in and stuff, and they're like, oh my gosh, you put a reflective vest on and everything. You know, we don't usually see that. That's good that you did it, because it was a little bit dark. So get yourself a reflective vest and have a reflective vest. They're good to have. And like I said, a lot of places, they are require them. I bet you in the future, a good 85 to 95% of the places that truck drivers will go for safety, we are going to be required to wear them. I definitely see that for the future. I don't know for a fact, but I'm thinking that's the direction they're going to go, because safety is like the key thing out here. Okay. Well, you're at the desk and you're right there, because sometimes you may have, I mean, I've had as many as 8 other drivers wanting to check in or get out at the window or at the guard shacks. Well, you're there and it's your time. Ask any question you need to ask. That way you don't have to keep coming to their window or going up and asking. Ask everything you need to ask while you're there. Any question you may have. Usually they're more than willing to answer your questions. Sometimes you'll catch a little attitude. You know, we have rough days. People have rough days. I kind of just brush it off my shoulder if they're a little bit cranky. A lot of times I will smile at them, you know, after they're done being cranky, I just, oh, thank you, you know, have a wonderful rest of your day. Whether they're cursing me when I walk away, I still try to keep a professional manner about me at all times. So with that being said, that's your time to ask them if they have a restroom that you can use, or if they have a driver's break room that you can go to where they may have snacks for you, or vending machines, or if you want to get a cup of coffee or something like that. That is your time when you ask those questions. That way you're not going and bugging them, because we have to remember they're trying to do a job also, and when we're coming back and everything, that's gonna slow them down. It has a trickle down effect. I do believe this out here on the road. If you know, if we can make things go smooth, they can do their job smoothly too. I'm sure somebody's gonna get fired up over that, but I believe that if everything tries to move along smoothly, it will go smooth. So that's your time to ask for that. And the last thing that I'm gonna cover in this video is, if the guard tells you to dolly down, chalk, disconnect, and pull forward, then you've got to dolly down, chalk, disconnect, and pull forward. Now, in that sentence, I know someone may be going, what is dolly down? Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen drivers at the window, especially at Walmart distribution, because they call it dolly down. They do not call it landing gear. Dolly down means putting your landing gear down. So we will cover this in this video, so you're not the driver that's at the window going, I don't have dollies on my trailer. I heard a driver say this not only a week ago, you guys. He's like, I don't think my trailer has dollies. So dolly down, chalk, disconnect, and pull forward is unhook your airlines, uncouple from your trailer, pull forward till your back of your tractor clears your trailer, and put the chalk in, because in some cases they will not unload you or even get on your trailer unless you do so. So you want to make sure you do that. And if there's just a chalk, then just put your chalk in. They'll tell you, you know, please chalk your trailer. Make sure you do that. If you have, there's one place I go, if you get into this and you sit there and it looks weird to you, where there's two chalks, use both chalks. There's a reason why they have two, to keep that from rolling. It's an extra safety thing. What we want to do as drivers is make sure that we're doing all the safety precautions that these places have, which will get us in and out quicker. It'll keep everyone safe, including ourselves and them trying to unload and load our trailers.
Lily, you forgot something. You forgot something important here. We had to squeeze it in. You also want to move your tandems. If they ask you to move your tandems to the rear for safety, you may have to do that. But don't do it unless they ask you to do it. But some places will ask you to move your tandems to the rear, and if they do so. If they do not ask you, then you don't have to move them. You're just doing an extra step. Another important thing is, if you can, wait to move them till you're up to the dock, because it will make it easier to back in. Just a little helpy tin. Oh yeah, and if you slide them to the rear, make sure you slide those puppies back up, because you don't want to get a violation for having your tandems too far back, because that gets into bridge laws and stuff. So, but we're not covering bridge laws in this, but I will give you that little bit of information. You do not want to be driving around with a 53-foot trailer with your tandems to the rear. Truckers will give you weird looks, and it's not very super trucker-ish. It's actually frowned upon, and you don't want to be that one with your tandems all the way to the rear, driving around looking crazy. Even worse, you might be dragging a street sign or something, right? Because it's going to make it a lot harder to make turns. So yeah, move your tandems. You got to remember that. If you made it to the end, I hope you got a lot of information out of this video. And if you like this video, could you please give us a thumb, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
So So I think I covered just about everything I wanted to cover in this video. I hope this was helpful to you guys and you can take from it and it helps you out. I'm gonna get going for now. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Wear your safety vest. If you're not sure, get out and look. Go. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna get going for now. Bye guys. Take care and check me out at my other social media places, which is going to be Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can find all of that down in the description below. Check it out down there. If you go on over, say hello. For now, I'm out, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Take care.